Hey Simmers, today I'd like to talk to you about Sims 4 University because it's not been officially confirmed yet by EA, but it has been leaked on a few websites now. I already was pretty convinced that it's actually coming, but since it was listed for pre-order on gamesync.nl last week, I'm absolutely convinced because Island Living, if you recall, was also leaked on gamesync.nl and it turned out to be true. So I'm really just waiting right now for EA to confirm that we're all right and that University is actually coming on November 15th. I actually blocked that weekend on my calendar. I don't want to see anybody. I just want to lock myself in my house and play Sims. I've been waiting for University for a long time and I'm not the only one. Even though I played Sims 1, 2, and 3 before I started playing Sims 4, I never had the University expansion. So this is going to be a first for me, and I think that's good because a lot of people are afraid they will be disappointed by this pack. Comparing it to the Sims 2 and Sims 3 University packs, well, I don't have anything to compare to, so I'm really just happy with whatever they come up with. I can't wait. Okay, so I thought, what am I going to do in the meantime? Because I'm playing a family, the Brinkley family, and I love them so much. I'm really invested. I've never been this invested in a Sims family. They even have their own Facebook page. And they just had a kid. Well, actually, they had a grandkid. My starter Sims had a grandkid, Quinn Brinkley, and I'm focusing on her for now. Right now, she's a teen, and I don't want to age her up before University comes because I want her to go to university. So the question was, what am I going to do in the meantime? And I thought to myself, I want to prepare her the best I can for this pack and turn her into the ultimate sim. Now, these tips may also come in handy if you're just working on the perfect sim, because we'll be working on skills, gaining skills, and getting the best reward traits for gaining skills quicker. So your sim will be the quickest learner possible as an adult. So here we go, the baby stage. Yeah. The baby stage in The Sims 4 is completely useless. The only reason you want to keep your baby happy is so it doesn't get taken away. Because you don't get a reward trait, you don't get a bonus to anything when you age up a healthy, happy baby. Nothing. So I really just age them up as soon as I can. So if you want to prepare your sim the best you can and make the most of it, you have to start your sim as a toddler. This means you have to create them as a young adult. That's what I would do. Make them look pretty, make sure they look the way you want them to look, then age them down into a toddler, and then making their parents. And their parents, their entire life should be about creating the ultimate sim, raising their kid to be the best it can be. The toddler stage. Now there's 2 reward traits you can get if you raise a happy, healthy, and smart toddler. If you get all the toddler skills up to 3, you get the happy toddler trait, which helps your sim gain skills quicker, slightly quicker. But then if you max out all your toddler skills, which means you raise them up to level 5, except the potty skill, which only goes up to 3. If you do that, you get the top-notch toddler reward trait, which means your sim will gain skills a lot quicker. It's a great way to boost your sim. So even if it may be boring, do it, because your sim and you will really benefit from it. You can of course cheat your way through this stage if you really don't want to bother, but yeah, it's worth it. The child stage. I love this stage. I never really did until I found out what you can do with it. To really get the most out of this stage, you really need the Seasons expansion pack and the Parenthood game pack. So if you don't have those, this stage may not be as exciting for you. The first thing you want to do as soon as you age your sim up into a child is join the Scouts. For the Scouts, you need the Season expansion pack. It's an after-school activity and you can join it through your sim's phone. You will get a scouting board, scouting badge board, I think scout badge board, badging badge, I don't know, I forget the name, but you will get a board and you'll be able to track your sim's progress. They will be able to work on several scout badges, and if they have all of them, and it really isn't hard, they will get the scout aptitude trait, which is again a great boost to gaining skills. So you want to work on that as soon as possible because it will help your sim finish all their aspirations and gain other skills. So work on that before you do anything else as a child. Of course you can do things simultaneously, but join the Scouts and start working on those badges. If you have the Parenthood game pack, you will be able to work on your character values the same time you're working on your scout badges. A lot of actions will benefit both. Now, about the child aspirations, I suggest you start with the social one, the social butterfly one, because your sim will be meeting new sims anyway. And I found out that if you finish that one second, third, or last, it's harder because they already know a lot of sims and they already have a lot of friends that don't count, which is a shame because you could have just worked on it naturally when your kid's going to school and meeting the neighbors and everything. So start with the social butterfly aspiration, finish all other three as well. The order in which you finish the other three doesn't really matter as long as you start with the social butterfly one. At least that's what I recommend. So about those character values that come with Parenthood, get them up as high as possible. Of course, as soon as your sim becomes a teenager, they will go up and down all the time, but it really helps if you get a head start. So get them up as high as you can when they're a kid, especially the conflict resolution one, because it's easier to work on when you're still a kid as opposed to when you're a teen. I made another video about working on the character values, so if you don't know exactly how to work on those, check out my video about that. I think it just might be really helpful. So as soon as you've finished all 4 kid aspirations, you will have your child skills maxed, all 4 of them. And that means you can work on other skills, and I really recommend you get them up as high as possible. They are charisma, fishing, logic, mischief, piano, video gaming, and the violin. And if you do have the Scout aptitude trait by now, and of course the top-notch toddler trait, gaining these skills should be a breeze. Also, if you worked on those child aspirations, you should have at least 4,000 reward points so you can get the savant trait. And the savant trait is an extra boost to gaining skills. So you want that to be the reward trait you get first on your sim. It's really helpful. And while doing all these things, don't forget to work on your sim's grade. Take as many vacation days as you can from school to work on your skills, badges, character values, everything. But don't forget to work on your grade. You want your child's grade to be an A when they age up to be a teen. The teen stage. Now, I learned this too late, but you should pick your teen sim's first aspiration very carefully. I never knew. I only found out recently, too late. I already aged my sim up into a teen. What you have to do is pick a first aspiration that helps you get a bonus trait that helps your sim for the rest of their lives. Like if you want an extra boost to gaining skills, you have to get a knowledge aspiration. It comes with a bonus trait called a quick learner, which is an extra boost on top of all the other boosts you'll already have to learning skills. I recommend Nerd Brain. It's one of the easier aspirations to finish first. It comes with a quick learner bonus trait, and if you've worked on your skill as a child correctly, you already have logic at level 10. So that really helps finish that aspiration. During the teen stage, you want to work on as many aspirations as you can. Not all of them can be finished as a teen because for some you need to be an adult. But there's a lot of them that you can actually finish as a teen, and this helps you get more reward traits that may be helpful. It also helps you get aspiration points, so you can get some extra traits for your sim. I personally love the Storm Chaser because I think it's really annoying when they're stressed out due to storms all the time. And there's 2 more. There's the Morning Sim. I think it's Morning Sim and Night Owl, which again are boosts to gaining skills, so get those as well. Aside from Nerd Brain, there are quite a few aspirations that you can finish as a teen. They are all creative aspirations, all nature aspirations, all location aspirations, all fortune aspirations, the athletic aspiration, the animal aspiration. From love, you can get serial romantic finished. From knowledge, aside from Nerd Brain, you can finish Master Vampire and Spellcraft and Sorcery if you want to go the occult way, and Archaeology Scholar. From Deviants, you can finish Chief of Mischief, and from popularity, you can finish Worldwide Celebrity, Leader of the Pack, Friend of the World, and Party Animal, although the last one is really buggy right now. When you're still a teen, work on as many skills as you can. Keep an eye on your school grade, you want it to be an A, and also keep an eye on your character values. Now, some tips about those character values, because even if you've raised them as high as they can be, as a kid, they will still go up and down. You will get these pop-ups, they will ask for advice, things will happen at school, when they're volunteering, stuff will happen. So a tip, if you can, always pick empathy or responsibility to go down as a consequence for picking another character value to go up, because empathy and responsibility are pretty easy to get back up. For empathy, you can go volunteering, which is really easy, and for responsibility, you can just finish your homework and go to school and finish school projects, which are really easy and quick to do. Now, assuming you will have until November 15th. I think lots of these things are still doable, so if you didn't already get started now. We're pretty much assuming that in the university pack, The Sims will go to university as a teen or maybe as a young adult, I don't know. So I'm keeping my Sim at the teen stage until November 15th to see what will happen. I can't wait. I'm sure I'm hyped for this expansion. And yes, I know it's all still speculation, but I personally am convinced it's coming. The image used, the name used, they are still placeholders. Fingers crossed it actually is coming, because I've hyped this pack so much in my head already. I'd be really disappointed if it wasn't coming at all. So, happy simming, and hopefully the next video I'll be doing is a video about Sims University, some gameplay or journaling tips for the expansion. See you next time.